You have the orders to take me alive. Yeah. Thank you. Shoot him if he moves. Always the same thing. I beg your pardon? You say, shoot him if he moves, but you will not. You should admit the truth of this situation. Now, the situation is, we got all the guns. It's a shipping manifest. The Sangre Del Torro. So who sent you? We need to go now as opposed to later? Aguirre sent you, didn't he? He's a clever adversary, you know. A fine move to capture me here. Sarge! Adversary. He's played well to get this far. So have you. I grant you that.
I told you we don't know if he's dead.
Let's hope he is. Otherwise...
Otherwise, how about you tell us about the ship?
The Sangre Del Torro was a Panama-registered freighter. Went missing at 49 off the coast of Peru.
And you have no idea why he wanted it, or what was on it, or how it wound up in the desert?
No, I don't. But if he wants it, so do we. Good luck.
Hey, I think I got a solution.
Roger that. Haggard.
This is your stop, amigos. As far as I go.
Bravo 2, I'm getting the hell out of here. This airspace is way too hot for me. They got massive air superiority. I'll be on comms. Ghost Rider out.
All right, let's go find out what they're doing now.
With that fool down, hello guys. Welcome back to Battlefield Bad Company 2. It's been a long time. 3 or 4 months it's been, if I'm not mistaken, since I last got you guys, which, again, like you guys already know, I've been having troubles with my storage space and hard drive and all that kind of stuff. But now I think I've got it sorted out, and we're back. We're back, and we're able to get into the gaming in the new year, with 2025 getting underway. Battlefield Bad Company, Sangre Del Torro, one of my favorite missions, and I think the largest mission in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, 3 hits. I'm adding them to your nav map.
These guys must be close to getting the weapon.
You know, what happens then?
Don't know. Bad things, I guess.
Define bad.
I don't get to retire to my house in the country, for a start.
You don't have a house in the country, Sarge.
Ask yourself this. If I did, would I even tell a nerdy white boy like you?
Okay, I'm feeling marginalized here.
So with all that chit-chat out of the way, we have 3 options. We can go to Alpha, Bravo, or Charlie. You get to choose what bases you want to attack first. I figured I'd go over to Charlie's, the farthest one away. And there we'll be able to take care of one of the MCOMs, get into some decent fights with our whole squad, as well as we're going to find out about some of the new weapons that we have available to us on this map. There are 2 that are map exclusive, being the M60 and the F2000, technically exclusive, they're also if I'm not mistaken. But we're getting back into it. Gonna go through the desert. I try and sneak through the sandstorm, but unfortunately it's all just a visual effect. They don't actually mask your presence. So kill them, shoot them, quick and easy. And we're gonna start getting into these trenches and get into a cool little firefight.
We're done here.
Fuck.
One of the few missions set in the desert, actually the only mission set in the desert, and one of the only missions that gives you kind of open reign, open world. Get to kind of choose which way you want to progress the story, because it all kind of coalesces and converges back in the same place. And we've got 4 MCOMs that we're going to be searching for on this map. And we've got a whole lot of baddies to try and truck through. This is going to be a long video, because again, it's one of the longest missions in the game. So, we have a supply drop here. Go ahead and pick your weapons of choice. Personally, I would not choose shotguns as my weapon of choice, as I've figured out oh so skillfully. You will see here in a couple of seconds me trying to use a shotgun, and I just get absolutely freaking plastered.
One over here!
Keep away now!
The wind blows up the dust, and it makes it hard to see in front of you, so you're kind of shooting blindly at nothing. You gotta push forward, hide under the rocks, and then make sure that you don't get too far exposed, which I had to learn the hard way, because they're throwing GP320s at you because they've got the AN-94. Looks like we've got a sniper, and we've got somebody somewhere with an LMG. Honestly, the best way that I would recommend going about this mission is with the M95 or the T88. It seems like the best way to pick people off one by one and snipe from a distance, rather than do what I'm doing right here. So now that I've not died, because I went ahead and found the sniper, or the guy with the LMG that's going to provide covering fire. There's also someone with an RPG. Yep. And there we have it. American light machine gun, the M60 with an ACOG scope. One of the variants that we find throughout the map here. And again, one thing that they've done to differentiate from the previous campaign, they've gone for less weapon variety, but they've opted for more weapon variation based on optics, so that some guns are a little bit more situational. Some are a little bit better for long range, some are a little bit better for closer range if you like having that red dot sight. Go ahead and try and take care of these choppers. Big fat pain in the ass, but you have guns like the AN-94 that have both the red dot sight and the ACOG variant, some like the T-88 as well, that have the red dot sight and then the 8x scope. The XM8 just has, the scopeless version of the ACOG. F2000 has scopeless and the red dot. And then, like, for example, the shotguns just either have buckshot or slugs. So that's all the kind of ways that they allow you to have variation in your setup between your two guns, and as well you have the Carl Gustav, as well as you have a MP443 as a sidearm that you can choose instead of opting to have a second primary. And also over here we can get our first MCOM disabled. And you'll see here that I also end up, the next one you'll see that I get a achievement.
We need to secure that station. Then I got it from there.
Okay, it's done. What the... Damn it! Preston, I gotta stay here and keep the signal from oscillating. You're gonna need to relocate now to a new grid square while I adjust some stuff. And maybe I can do a little Aguirre research while I'm here. Ah, yeah, Sangre Del Torro. There you are, you nimble little minx. I'm adding coordinates for you now.
Okay, let's rock
The
and roll.
most complicated
Vehicle
part
over there
about all
looks good.
that is probably taking care of the choppers, and again, getting from below ground, where you're coming into this little castle base here, and getting up above to where the platform is, to where you're going to find the MCOM, and the javelins, and the controls for the computers. And that in of itself is the biggest pain, and then driving everywhere. But overall, you're going to get in, you're going to clear out the bad guys, and make sure that you don't die. But a lot harder to do when there's all that visual obstruction, and when you're fighting moving up a hill. Obi-Wan Kenobi wasn't lying for nothing when he said that the high ground has the advantage. Unconventional, for sure. You would never guess that you could use an LMG as a sniper, but if you've got a powered optic, I'm sure you can take care of most anything at a certain distance, which is what they're kind of designed to do, as well as the M60 has a really high damage profile, so that also helps.
Marlowe, you don't want to go that way. You got enemy mortars pointing at you.
Apologies in advance because there are going to be a lot of random cuts. I was trying to pause the game and check and make sure that I was looking up where the MCOM locations were, and that I remembered that they were in the right spots. Which, speaking of the right spot, we're going to be coming up here on this weapons crate, and we're going to be getting the F-2000. One of, in Bad Company, the original, one of the Find All 5 from the multiplayer. Again, this was brought over into the single player and was made actually pretty accessible this time. A Belgian bullpup assault rifle, and now you get to actually use it, and it's not locked behind a program that doesn't even exist anymore. Unless, I believe, if you have Battlefield 1943 registered to your EA account, but even then, it's a little bit dicey. We're going to come over here to the second MCOM base, and then we get that blown up, and we're good to go. We have half of the MCOMs on the map taken care of. Nice, easy. No worries whatsoever. Now it's just a matter of fighting through this town to get to the next satellite station. even though it may not be the highest damage gun, I absolutely love the high rate of fire on the F2000. It just shreds people, just like the MG3. I mean, you don't need to be super accurate when you're firing rounds at like 1,300 rounds a minute downrange, and you're just absolutely tearing people apart like scissors. In addition, you got the M60, which is a little bit in contrast, but again, you have that high-powered optic. So I have a gun that's fast rate of fire, a gun that's slow rate of fire. Either way, it's just about being patient, picking your spots, and taking care of the enemies on the way. I was being a little bit dumb on the last section while I was doing that time lapse. I was trying to figure out if there was a way to get on top of the roof to try and get the enemy's sniper rifle and see if they had the high-powered or the low-powered version of the M95 with the ACOG scope.
Clear.
Just over the horizon, we're faced with some more sniper fire. Gotta slowly pick our targets, and again, we got a weapons crate, so if you want to reload to a kind of sniping loadout and counter-snipe these fuckers, you get to do that. One thing I will say, do not use a shotgun, because again, you're working with long range, and shotguns are short range, so kind of makes sense that you don't want to bring a knife to a gunfight. Now we're going to traverse this very thin, narrow bridge, and hopefully not fall off the edge, but it seems our worry is not with the road, but with what's on the road.
Clear.
Packing that T-88 around, you get that high damage and that accuracy, but you don't need to worry about pulling a bolt back. So all you need to do, take out that sniper in the tower, and then it's just a matter of making sure the area is secure, and then you can push up the rest of the way from this little road head. I could not see that guy to save my life, so I'm very glad I was able to take him out. Gonna make sure that there's nobody else up and around this little watchtower, this little lighthouse it almost looks like. But, I mean, what boat's gonna be coming in from a desert? I was hoping I'd be able to get into it, because again, then it'd be kind of like Valparaiso. But, seems like we're not gonna be able to get in there, so pardon me for having to take a little bit of an extra detour before we get to the third relay station here. Or the second relay station, my bad. Timber, and we bring this house down. That's one of the things I always loved about Bad Company 2 and the Battlefield series as a whole. You get to bring down the environment around you, and it works. It changes the flow of the battle if you're an online player, and as well, it just looks cool. So you gotta make like Haggard and make sure to blow shit up wherever you can.
These buttons here. That. I knew I should have taken that adult education course. Maybe I'd even know PowerPoint too. There. All right, now get a move on. I got it from here.
Now this had me mighty confused. I was looking around for a hot minute, but again, you're in the same area as where you get done with the cutscene. You climb up on the ramp and literally just like turn to your left. And the MCOM is right there. This is 3 out of 4. You blow this up, and then boom, you get a achievement for communication issues. This is, I think, for destroying 15 MCOMs throughout the whole course of the campaign, if I'm not mistaken. So now approaching the final MCOM station as well as the final relay point, we finally make it to Station Bravo here in the center of this big castle area. It's a big pain in the ass to fight through. There's a lot of enemies, there's a lot of overhead, you're down in the pits, you're gonna get pummeled. You and Haggard alone, this one is probably a lot easier to take care of when you have the full squad. So going and taking care of it when you just have 2 people really makes it extra hard. So I was definitely running up Schitt's Creek without a paddle here. So this is going to be a lot of fun. As you enter into the base, you get kind of attacked. Try and use your F-2000 to mow people down, but again, it's hard to mow things down when they're up in the air. I'll go back and show you guys here in a second, but here we're approaching the final MCOM on the map as we get ready to go into this first ambush section that really really took me a couple of tries, and that's why this whole recording session for this map took an hour to get through. It was a pain, but we made it through. And it took some trial, took some learning. Most of it was me fucking around trying to find the MCOM, because the guide that I was looking at didn't make it 100% clear, but we're also going to make sure to find some weapons that we needed for our collectible stash.
Over there! Helicopter incoming! Stay down! Stay down! This is crazy!
Also, before you saw, we got that communications issue achievement for 15 gamer score, because I'm playing on Xbox. Also found the AN94 with the ACOG scope, which was something that I was looking for. And then we'll see a little bit later, I found the MG3 with the red dot sight. Pardon me trying to get over, I thought this was how to get to the MCOM station, but that's not how you do that. So I'm just going to end up dying like an idiot right before I'm able to find the weapon that I need. There you go, the MG3 with the red dot scope. And just like I was saying earlier, you're in this firefight area, you're getting bombarded with lots of soldiers, and you're gonna have to really sit back and cover and snipe. But I'm going to dip back behind cover, and I'm going to show you guys where the last MCOM is on this map. Because it's on that stairway, but rather than turning left, you turn right, I think. Yeah, so... it's this main stairway that you get to, and then you're on the first flight. Yeah, you go to the right, and then you... it would be as you're walking up on the left, but you hug the left. But going down it, it's on the right, and there you find that last MCOM station. As you can see, we need that F2000, that M95, the AK and the AK-74U, SCAR L, and then the M60 without the ACOG scope. The AK-74U, that I already know is on a later map, but the other ones, I'll get to have to Google to make sure that we get those.
Helicopter incoming!
There it is, the Big Mama Jamba itself, the M60. This again was also one of the Find All 5 weapons for Battlefield Bad Company for the support class, which had the LMGs. Luckily you get it in this game in the campaign, kicks ass, it's a heavy hitter, you're not going to go wrong by choosing this gun. But man, that was a tough section. It took a lot of patience, a lot of sitting and ducking behind cover before you get right into the final section here, where yet again you are getting bombarded. You gotta take your time, pick your targets, spray and pray a little bit. Sorry about that. And just make sure that you stay in cover and you don't run out and get yourself killed by that.
We can't stay here forever! Get! Get the gun!
Making use of frag grenades, making use of your underbarrel grenade launcher, that's all going to help you hopefully clear out targets from behind cover, as well as making sure that you use the cover while it's there, because it's destructible, and then hiding back behind that staircase. That's how you end up being able to survive the map, which I barely do, because I'm an idiot and I keep dying, and I keep getting shot and running out into open fire, as well as wanting to clear out the baddies before you end up going for that final objective, getting that cutscene for Haggard to leave your squad.
Okay. What to do? When this needle moves, turn this dial. It worked! I'll be damned. Be all you can, be my ass. Hey, if anything happens, bury me at Cowboy Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Lone Star State.
So we have dropped off the rest of the squad. They are at all 4 points all around the map. We're at 3 points, yep, we're about to go to the 4th. So that way we can find where this hidden missing ship is out in the middle of the desert. Why is there a ship in the desert? There's actually multiple ships in the desert. Why are they there? We're not really going to find out, but we are going to find out some very important secrets about what we've been talking about since the very first mission in the game. Operation Aurora.
Marlo, way to go! Okay, I got them all lined up. You should see the ship on your attack map now. We need to keep tuning the things here. It's up to you to find the ship, Marlo. No pressure, buddy.
Yeah, no pressure. Finding a giant-ass ship in a desolate desert, that ought to be an easy task. Might as well ask my child to do it while I can.
Marlo, if you're stuck, you need to somehow get through that wreck. A lot of these carried oil and gasoline. Maybe you can find something to blast your way through.
that was convenient. Thankfully, this beached ship happened to have some oil containers that would conveniently blow up those cargo containers onto a nice little path for me to walk across on. It's funny how the world works sometime, ain't it? It's also funny how I decided not to bring my quad bike with me, but instead I'm going to traverse the rest of this map pretty much by foot. I'm pretty sure you can bring the quad bike with you, but if you can't, then I guess that was smart. But if you can, I was definitely dumb. Cue the time lapse. I wonder what they're saying. It sounds like they must be friendly if they're shooting at us, right? We've got some baddies to take care of right here in front of the final the shipping container, the Sangre Del Torro. We get to it, we find it, we dispatch the foes on the quad bike, and then we head inside to the belly of the beast.
So there I was, in a ship that was supposed to be lost, looking for something that should have stayed buried. I had my reasons. We all did. Going home. Then I found it, and everything changed.
Rather than being a straightforward action first-person shooter, even if just for a little bit, this mission becomes a stealth platformer of sorts. This way appears to be blocked. I wonder how I can go forward. Sure hope there's nobody around that can blow up these barrels and possibly get me killed. That wouldn't be good. You go over to the left, back behind you, and then you reach the end of this hallway, and then you just gotta start climbing. This is Goach Mapper Killer signing out. I'll see you guys next time. Happy New Year. Let's start 2025 with a bang.
Okay, what do you see? Marlo, you're awful quiet over there.
Well, this whole Operation Aurora thing, I think I just found part of it.
What? Yeah, baby. Sarge, give me the comm. Okay, Preston, go. No, wait, I'm passing in Aguirre too. Okay.
Yeah. Oh. It looks like we knew the Japanese had scalar tech as early as 43. This Operation Aurora was a suicide mission. We sent these guys in to die. All of them. Wyatt, Faraday.
Wyatt. They knew.
Yeah. They even had projected unit casualties. I guess they needed to know what the weapon would do. Wait. Okay. Run this code. Sierra Foxtrot 1079er.
That's a U.S. military prefix, but nothing even our clearance can reference. How much?
Hard to say. Just the one.
Just take it and get out ASAP. This area's too hot. We're pulling all our operatives out.
Solid copy.